It was 2 a.m. I pounced out of bed. I was ready. I waved goodbye and I was off. In little to no time, I was on a plane. Where was I going? I didn't know. What was I doing? I had no clue. 5 hours later, I'm in New York. I was ready. I was going to grab this city by the hair and conquer it. In the first 20 minutes of me being there, I had already spent $150. I felt powerful. We started out the day doing a bit of sightseeing, like looking around at the theaters and advertisements and the regular New Yorkian stuff.
Guys, it's the Statue of Liberty.
That day went by in a flash. Bam! I was at the 9/11 memorial. Bam! I was eating dumplings, which were scrumptious. I knew the next few days would be a hoot, so I bagged the Z's, if you will.
It's day 2, y'all.
Today we are seeing libraries, we are getting bagels, we are seeing Mean Girl. Okay, let's take a quick pause. I know I'm very unenthused here, but I guarantee you I was on cloud 9. Then we embarked on our journey. Our first stop was Best Bagel, and let me say that was in fact the best bagel. My rating, 10 out of 10. Unfortunately for us, New York decided to be Texas on this day, so we stopped inside a mall after a bit of sightseeing. After gaining our strength back, we made our way to this really cool library that used to be a mansion to this really rich guy who loved books. It was marvelous. I was entranced. Me? I was admiring the art. My sister, she was lost. Gone forever. We had to drag her out. Overall, good times. After stopping in a bookstore that, dare I say, was better than Barnes & Noble, we stopped for some Italian cuisine at the world's famous, Carmine's. After our dining experience was when we ran off to go see Mean Girls. Here are some non-illegal clips of that. After seeing the amazing and hilarious show, we went to Stage Door and we met their wonderful cast. They were so nice and sweet, and most of them came out. They were just so kind, and they made sure they got to every single person.
Sorry for the reach. Excuse me. Hi. Did you get this one? Yeah. Thank you so much. I got 4 backpacks. Oh, what you do with your platform? Oh, thanks.
Thank you so much.
You did amazing.
Thank you so much. You did amazing. Hello.
Hey, you were awesome.
Thanks. You were awesome. We can just do this all night. Hello.
Thank you. Hi, you were amazing.
Thanks.
Can you say hi to my friend Marion, please?
Marion, you're not here. Where are you?
Thank you.
After that experience was when we decided to go back to the hotel and catch some Z's. Good night. The next morning, we went to an iconic New Yorkian place called Junior's, which was basically a Whataburger and a Denny's mixed together. So, that's pretty hot. Then we decided to go to a wonderful park, take in a few sights, a few seas, and we did boat racing. This park was fun, friendly, there were dogs, there were trees. 10 out of 10 would recommend. After this, we decided to go back to our hotel area because there was a food festival going on, so we wanted to check that out. We got some things. Oh, look, a guy with a snake. After stuffing our faces, which is when we decided to go to the Dear Evan Hansen stage door. On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? Because I'm tapping on the glass, way through a window. I am trying to speak, but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I watching people pass away through windows.
Sam?
Yeah.
Hi, Sam.
After that was when we went over to go see Frozen the Broadway musical. It was breathtaking, stunning, and magical. Overall, a very cool experience. Sven was, amazing. He stole the look at him. All my life has been a series of doors in my face, and then suddenly I bump into you. I was thinking the same thing, because, I've been searching my whole life to find my own place. Or maybe it's the party talking or the chocolate fondue. But with you, I found I see your face. And it's nothing like I've ever known before. Love is an open door. Love is an open door. Dudes, that show was great. Like, they look at those confetti cannons, man. Like, it was everywhere. There was snow everywhere, and I felt bad for the person who had to clean it up. I'm gonna take a quick pause here. You're probably thinking the next clips I'm about to show you are going to be of the Frozen stage door, but my friend, you would be wrong. After the show, I was thinking to myself, I don't know the cast. I don't follow them. I don't have a sticker of them on my hydro flask. Hey, but you know whose show's getting out right now? So we booked it. We were the first people there. Lo and behold, the plan was set in motion. I was so ready. I was so excited. Who was gonna come out that door? I didn't know. I was hoping George Salazar will roll in. So this guy came out, and basically he told us to not harass the actors.
Okay, so rule number 1. This is the most important rule, folks. Please, no pushing, okay? No pushing. Sharpies.
Well, you can take them. I'm just not gonna stop for them. Is that cool?
Yes,
So you can take pictures. I'm just not gonna.
You're welcome.
Hey guys, just so you know, Lauren is going to be on vocal rest, okay?
Then George Salazar came out.
Real quick, George is going to sign and take pictures, but he is going to be on vocal rest, okay?
First, thank you guys so much. Thank you for loving our show so much. Until I look into your kids, and then I'll sign everyone's stuff.
All right, so.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, I turned off my phone.
She did what?
Gotta have fun.
Thank you. You were wonderful.
There you go.
I still can't believe that I met George Salazar. It is December, and I'm still freaking out.
We're caught in the rain, and we're eating cheesecake.
As you can tell, we had cheesecake afterwards. Day 4. It's Stranger Things. Then we went to Gulliver's Gate, where they had a bunch of miniature cool things, like places. Then we got pizza and headed off to listen to some jazz.
I thought it was because she couldn't have any alcohol.
Day 5. We started off the morning with going to the Kelly and Ryan show with the one and only Ryan Seacrest. Oh, and we also saw Jacob Tremblay, this kid, and this kid. After that, we went to this beautiful classic park in which you might recognize from some famous movies. After that, we got pork buns and some of the best tasting ramen I have ever had in my entire life. After eating, we went to go get some New York souvenirs in Times Square. Look at this Hamilton gift shop we ran into. Wow. And for our last show, we saw Phantom of the Opera. The show was beautiful. I cried. It was just marvelous. Look at the costumes. Jeez Louise. This was a masterpiece. And as much as we loved it there, unfortunately, we had to vamoose. So now I'm back in San Antonio. Well, I have been for 3 months. Yes, I know this video is very, very late. But it's okay now, since I made it, right? I mean, adios. Merry Christmas, y'all.